Hey guys, and welcome to History of Star Wars.
Oh, it's been a while.
This happens like every year.
Yeah.
So we get super busy with our other channels and then don't talk about any Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
And then some Star Wars news comes out or a show gets released and we just want to talk about Star Wars all day, every day. So we put the camera on and talk about it.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Having said that, we've jumped on camera right now because some huge potential news has just come out.
And it is huge.
It looks very huge.
Like, it took my breath away. Like,
Yeah.
it was massive.
I saw this post on social media and almost did a little girly squeal, and then before I even told James, I had to go and confirm it for myself. Lo and behold, I did confirm it. It was actually the case. It wasn't Photoshop magic or anything like that. So let's just get into what is going on right here. I'm assuming if you've seen the title of the video or the thumbnail, you already know.
Yes.
But IMDb, the International Movie Database, which is pretty much a very credible source for all things movies,
Yep.
has put an episode description for episode 1 of the KENOBI series.
And it...
Oh boy. Right, I don't want to misquote, so I'm going to read it out to you direct from the source.
Good idea.
Let's just skip this bit. Okay, we got there in the end. So, IMDb states that there will be 6 episodes, which sounds about right.
Yeah.
And they have a description now for episode 1. The description reads, 10 years after the fall of the Galactic Republic, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor, hides on Tatooine, distantly protecting the son of his former apprentice, Luke Skywalker. Darth Vader, Hayden Christensen, eagerly searches for Obi-Wan and other living Jedi with his apprentice, Galen Marek, Sam Witwer. Now, if you do not know who Galen Marek is, first of all, you're missing out.
Yes.
You may also know him by his other name, Starkiller.
Oh, yeah. He is one of the best, or what had been so far, non-canon characters ever.
Yeah. And if you've played the Force Unleashed games, you will have known Starkiller from those.
Yes.
And the character not only voiced, but was based on visually on Sam Witwer,
Yes.
who was the actor.
Yeah.
Now, Sam Witwer has been heavily involved in Star Wars for many years now. Not only is he Starkiller, he's also the absolutely incredible voice of Darth Maul in Clone Wars and Rebels.
Yes.
The dude is awesome, and hardcore fans have been campaigning for this to happen for a long time. A live-action Starkiller. In fact, we wanted it so much, we even made our own live-action, where I played a very overweight Starkiller against Darth Vader. You can go and check that out on this channel.
Yeah.
But again, this is on IMDb. It could, for sure, someone could have edited it, someone could have hacked it. This could still be false, but more often than not, when things are on IMDb,
Yeah, it's usually a case of if it's on, say, Wikipedia, that's easily editable by anyone, so that one you don't really believe as much. But IMDb, I may be wrong in saying this, but I feel like it does get screened when people make edits.
Yeah.
So I don't think anyone could do this, or at least with something as big as the Kenobi show. I can't see someone being able to change this and then it not get taken down straight away by Disney if it was wrong. Or even if it was right.
True.
Unless they want it to come out. That's the thing.
We have checked Sam Witwer's Twitter, and he hasn't. He's yet to deny it or confirm it.
That's the biggest thing for us, is we wanted to make sure nobody had denied it, because that's usually the first step. Is someone just come out and go, no, this isn't true.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Then that's kind of the end of things. But nobody has, and that's a big thing.
It is indeed. Now, if this is true, if Sam Witwer is playing Galen Marek in the Kenobi series, what does that mean? Does that mean the Force Unleashed games are canon, or they are just kind of doing...
I imagine it'll be a case of they are rewriting the character.
Yeah, I think that's more likely.
Yeah, the Force Unleashed will stay non-canon, and this will be the new one. A bit like if they brought in, say, Revan or something. I can't imagine they're going to stick to the legend stories. They're going to bring their own in. A bit like they've done with Thrawn, I guess. Like,
yeah, for sure.
He's got a newer story now, not the legends one.
But we now know that Disney and the creative team with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau having their input, they're basically just lifelong Star Wars fans that kind of just want us to get what we all want, essentially. Yes. Which is cool. And we know that they weren't afraid to bring back Thrawn, who was a hardcore, most loved villain in terms of the legend stories throughout the history of Star Wars, I would say. So they brought him back in a different way, but we still kind of got the cool, calm, collected badass that is Thrawn in canon.
Yeah, and they brought back Boba Fett.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is another big one.
Yeah.
And brought in Ahsoka to live action.
Yeah.
They've done all. They've taken
Luke Skywalker.
And Luke Skywalker. Yeah, they've taken these massive, massive steps, and there is no reason at all this one shouldn't be true.
No, I think
I almost feel like I will be very disappointed if this turns out to be a lie now.
Well, we even know, even just giving us the Kenobi series in general is pure fan service. We all wanted this. We all wanted to see Ewan McGregor. He's the right age to play Kenobi at this time in his life, and we know that Hayden Christensen is playing a big part in it. So,
yes,
this is a dream come true.
Yeah, like I know people have their hate for Disney and what they've done to Star Wars and everything like that. And okay, fine, film-wise, they haven't hit the mark. But
The Mandalorian, though.
With the series that they've put out, it's... Okay, yes, it's Disney, I get it. But it's hard to argue that they're not going the right path.
Yeah, I don't care what anyone says. The Mandalorian was phenomenal.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
A lot of people say, oh, it's fan service, it's fan service. And like,
great.
Fine, it is a bit of fan service. But I feel like after everything everything we've been put through as fans, we deserve a little bit.
Yeah.
And we deserve the right to enjoy it.
Yeah, I agree. And I think if that description is true and they are bringing Starkiller in as Vader's apprentice to help him hunt down surviving Jedi, that's kind of like, it makes sense story-wise.
Yeah.
Like, it's an absolutely logical plot. And the fact that we know that, again, this is something that's taken from the games, but it's more than likely going to be the case that if he is involved and he is Vader's apprentice, Vader will have to hide him from the Emperor.
Yes.
Because there is a rule of two.
Yes. And I also like the idea of, obviously, the idea of clones was brought in with the Emperor and everything like that. And, spoilers for anyone who hasn't played the games, that's a massive part of Starkiller's backstory, is being a clone. And a failed attempt at being cloned several times. Hundreds, wasn't it? Thousands of times? I can't remember exactly how many, but it was countless.
Yeah.
So yeah, the way they've gone with the story, it makes perfect sense to bring him in. And I will say now, if it is true and Starkiller is involved, and at no point we get the scene of him trying to bring down
the Star Destroyer.
Yeah, then again, if you haven't played the games, I'm sorry that it's just it might not make sense, but if you have. One, that's a really annoying part of the game at times, you keep having to go off and...
Do you know what? It's only just occurred to me. I remember rumours about, within the last 12 months, of them talking about a Force Unleashed 3.
Yes, I remember you saying that to me, actually, yeah.
And now, this is all kind of...
And, funny enough, this is the other thing you pointed out to me the other day, is we used to play the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes mobile game a lot. And, what have they just announced on that?
Galen Marek. Oh my! This is all making so much sense. Oh... Please be true. If this is not true, I'm going to be so sad. If you could have asked me, of all the Star Wars Legends characters, of all the non-canon characters to bring in, who would you pick? I would be 50-50 between Starkiller and Revan.
Yeah.
I think... I don't know. Starkiller is almost like the coolest Star Wars character ever.
Yeah,
he also toys with that light and dark.
Yeah, like for me...
Similar to Revan.
Yeah. I feel like I probably would go Starkiller slightly ahead of Revan, because I love the Force Unleashed games so much, and I grew up on them.
But Knights of the Old Republic, though.
But Knights of the Old Republic was another one. But there's something about the style of game that Force Unleashed. You feel like you have that power, like. But again, it's more like a 51-49.
Yeah.
Like it's so close. But yeah, the fact that Starkiller could become in live action.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm almost speechless on what this could mean, and if we actually get to see it, like. That moment of seeing Luke in The Mandalorian and realising it was him and what was about to happen, and then seeing it happen as well, if that kind of equivalent happens with Starkiller, I feel like it could be just as big of a moment because of the potential power that he has.
And because they can actually have Sam Witwer,
yes,
who the visuals from the game character looks exactly like Sam Witwer, so we actually get this game character brought to life. And, well, you have the perfect casting right there.
Yeah. And I think it also makes sense because one of the, I guess, big issues with the Kenobi series is you couldn't really have Obi-Wan and Vader fight at any point. So there needs to be a Vader, second in command, and a number two, to fill that role in this series. Otherwise, either they're rewriting a lot of stuff, or...
It makes so much sense. Which is kind of funny because, canonically now, we know... After this show, if this is the case, everything we know about Obi-Wan's time between episode 3 and 4 will be his main battles will have been against Darth Maul throughout Clone Wars and Rebels, and Starkiller, who were both Sam Witwer. Spent a lot of time fighting Sam Witwer there. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't be more excited. I really, really hope this is true. Everything that we've talked about during this video makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Again, like you said, it's kind of like the Lord of the Rings with the new show.
Yeah.
We know that Sauron's not going to be a bad guy, so there needs to be a sub bad guy. Maybe the Witch King. So in this, you can't constantly fight Vader, so it makes sense to have another one that he can fight. I'm mind blown. It might be the case that by the time we actually post this video up now in the next hour, that this rumor has been already, you know, scratched off.
But if it has, let's start a petition. It needs to happen now.
Yes.
Rewrite the whole Kenobi show if it's not true and make it happen.
Yeah, season 2. Let's do it. Let us know in the comments down below if you think it's true and if you're excited. Is this the right move? Again, if it's true. I certainly think it is. Let us know your thoughts and let's talk in the comments down below. It's been a while since we've done this. I love talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's just hard to find the time to do it.
Yeah, we've always said we really want to come back to the channel and put more stuff on it. But yeah, we will be back. We will, if there's more news, we will definitely do more updates.
Well, the Book of Boba Fett starts next month, so I know we're going to be on it for that.
Oh yeah.
Right guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. It's been fun talking Star Wars, and again, we will see you next time, whenever it is, on History of Star Wars.
Bye guys.
Bye bye. Squeaky cheers.
I know.